Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are back with another resort tour. It's been a while since I did another resort tour. Today we are here at Fort Wilderness Resort and Campgrounds, probably the strangest resort here at Disney World. This is a resort where you can actually camp here in a camper, or they have cabins here. It's also the cheapest hotel at Disney World. This resort actually doesn't really have a lobby, so you pull in and you actually check in at your car. So you will pull in on the other side of this. I got dropped off by the bus because there's really no other way for me to get here. But when you come over here, you check in by your car, and it's right on the other side of this. Let's just take a look at the map really quick. So right now we are down over here at the Outpost, and this resort is actually really big, really spread out. It's this whole thing right here. Basically what I'm going to be showing is the Meadow area as well as the settlement. I'm not going to come over here to these areas. These are just the campground areas. A cool thing that you can do here at Fort Wilderness, since it is so big and so spread out, you can actually rent a golf cart for your stay while you're over here, so you can ride the golf cart. Over here at Fort Wilderness, there's a lot of activities you can do, including right here the Tri-Circle D Ranch. You can actually come over here and ride some of the horses. Now the Tri-Circle D Ranch is actually where all the horses, this is where they live. The ones that come over here to Disney World, this is where they live. The ones you see in Magic Kingdom or any of the other parks. So they have this whole big nice open ranch that they can stay at. I think this horse right here, this is the one that is available for rides today. But it's a really big ranch. I believe that they just redid this not too long ago. But the Tri-Circle D Ranch is really the only thing that is right here at the Outpost. Right now I'm going to head to the Meadows, and then we're going to head towards the Pioneer Hall where the rest of the things are. But over here in the Outpost, really the only thing that you can do is get a bus to the parks, which you can do right here, as well as the check-in, which I showed you was back over there, but there's not really a lobby. And you can check out the Tri-Circle D Ranch and get rides on some of the horses. Here's actually some people coming riding horses right now. I've actually never ridden a horse before. Kind of want to do it. I might come back over here and Tri-Circle D Ranch one of these days and try riding a horse. All right, now we're gonna head on a bus and we're gonna head to the Meadows area. The buses actually run really frequently over here, so you don't have to wait long if you need to go to a different portion of the resort. As we're riding by, we can see some of the area around here, actually through the trees. Can't really see, but that actually is the cabins. It's hard to see, but we can see more of the cabins a little bit later. Through this side, if you can see through the trees, we actually see some of the campers that people have set up. So here we are, bus just dropped me off at the Meadow Recreation Area. We see all the things that they have here at this spot at the resort. Now just a little bit of background about Fort Wilderness Resort. It didn't open on opening day like Polynesian and Contemporary. This actually opened about a month or so after everything opened, I believe. And this resort, more than any other, reminds me of like how Disney World was originally meant to be designed. So you were supposed to come over here, of course, go to the park and relax and have a lot of recreational activities like playing tennis, water skiing, doing all kinds of things like that, fishing, golfing. So as we're walking by over here, of course, we see some tennis courts. We got some sand volleyball, huge open grass fields for kids, anyone to play on. So just a little bit more about how people stay here at Fort Wilderness. You can either have the camper and then you can just live in the camper and camp like that, or you can come over here in a regular car and put a tent outside of it. I saw people do that. Or there is actually cabins. And over here by the tennis courts, there's some barbecue grills, so in case you want to grill up some burgers or whatever, hot dogs. Opposite side of the Meadow swimming pool. Nice wide open, pretty big pool, got a slide as well. Of course, got some ping pong tables. Also, a thing that a lot of people do is they bring their bikes. So you can bring bikes, or I believe you can rent bikes. I even see an electric scooter over here, so you can come over here and ride around the resort. That'll be pretty fun actually. And there's just a whole bunch of different activities that you can do over here. More activities here than really any other resort. You can go fishing, you can take fishing boats out on the water and go fishing. You can rent boats and drive around. This is pretty unique right here. There's this thing and the water comes down like this, and you can actually come to this, it's called an assay station. You can actually like dig for gemstone. But if you wanted to do any of these recreation activities, you just come over here to the Bike Barn Recreation Rentals. I do see some kayaks that you can take out on the water. I've actually only been over here to Fort Wilderness. This is probably like my 3rd time over here ever. Haven't been over here in probably like a couple years. It's really nice over here, very relaxing. I don't even feel like I'm in Disney World really right now. There's like not a lot of people. I'm over here by myself pretty much, like walking through nature, so it's really nice. But such a relaxing place. Actually, we're gonna continue down this way. We're gonna come into a store. This is called the Meadow Trading Post, and while we're outside, there is some cool signage, kind of staying true to the time period of this resort. I believe this is based around like maybe the early 1900s or maybe the 1800s. But this is the Meadow Trading Post right here. It's actually really cool. It reminds me a lot of Frontierland over in Magic Kingdom. You can actually buy firewood. This firewood is for sale, $12. You can actually come buy this. Pretty weird. You can't really say you can buy firewood at any Disney resort besides this one. But pretty small store. They do have some cool Fort Wilderness specific merchandise right here. But it's a very nice store fitting for this resort. One thing I will say about this resort is maybe I'm just new here and I don't really know this resort too well, but every time I'm over here I get lost. It's very confusing when you're over here, because I mean look at the area. It's just, it all looks the same. So when you're over here, you gotta follow the signs, ask cast members, because you will get lost. Every Disney resort pretty much, you feel like you are at Disney World. You feel like you're at a hotel at Disney World. You're on you're like on vacation in Florida at Disney. But over here it doesn't feel like that. It feels like I'm somewhere else. It's just a whole different vibe over here at Fort Wilderness. Something else that is very popular to do here at this resort is the Chippendales Campfire Sing-Along. So you come over here, there's a big fire, you can roast marshmallows. It's right over here actually in the Meadows area, kind of behind that recreation shop. Down this road, we'll follow the signs to the campfire show, and along the way we actually see some other recreation. This is archery. So all the fans of Hawkeye and Kate Bishop out there, come test your skills. So it looks like down here, this little theater area, this is where they do the campfire at. So basically the campfire will happen, and it's like a sing-along with Chippendale, and then after that there's actually a movie. So all the Disney hotels do movies under the stars at nighttime, so the campfire is followed by the Disney movie. Pretty cool little setup they got over here. They got the benches back over here as well as some down on the ground, and right here it looks like we got an RV, but this is actually a little food truck. So right here, when this is open, you can grab like hot dogs, chicken nuggets, basic theme park food. But it's cool how they converted this RV into like this little food truck, and I like all the bumper stickers that they've got over here. They actually have some Wilderness Lodge stickers. A lot of people get Wilderness Lodge and Fort Wilderness mixed up. This right here where I'm at is Fort Wilderness. This is the campgrounds. The big hotel is Wilderness Lodge. They're separate. I don't even think you can walk from here to Wilderness Lodge. You can't even walk from here. It's a whole completely different area. All right guys, well I showed you the Meadows area. Now we're gonna head towards the settlement to see the rest of this resort, which includes the restaurants, hoop-de-doo reviews over there. So let's head towards the settlement. We gotta hop on another bus. All right guys, we have made it over here to the settlement. Right now it looks like they are doing some construction. I think this is a parking lot on the left side over here, but if we just continue down this way, we're actually going to run into Pioneer Hall. And Pioneer is actually where the show Hoop-de-Doo Musical Review is held. This is probably one of the most popular shows at Disney World. It hasn't reopened just yet, but I'm sure when it does, this is going to be full house every single night. Next to the Pioneer Hall, you will actually have a quick service restaurant. It's PJ's Southern Takeout. Looks like they've got a pretty good breakfast menu. So it looks like they also do have some pretty good lunch and dinner things, southern food, but that's only takeout. So down this way, we actually do have a regular restaurant. This is going to be family style, so it's going to be all you can eat. I believe it's around $35 per person. It's called Trails End. You just go down this way. Here's the menu for Trails End. They do have breakfast and dinner. They don't do lunch over here. And connected with the trails and restaurant, there's actually the Crockett's Tavern, beer, wine, and cocktails. You just come to the window and order if you want like appetizers or any sort of cocktails. You get it right here from this window. Over here in the settlement, they do have some things for kids to do. They've got this little playground, as well as the trading post is right back over here. There is some cabins down there to the right that I see, so we'll go check out what the cabins look like from the outside after we check out the trading post. The settlement trading post is just gonna be the other gift shop, sort of like how we saw in the Meadows. It's about the same size as the other gift shop. It looks a little bit bigger from the outside, but it's about the same size in here. Has the same things. So we just saw that last gift shop, the settlement trading post. Let's come over here. Like I said, we're gonna check out what the cabins look like. Then we're gonna go towards the beach area and see what the beach is like over here at Fort Wilderness. So the cabins are a little bit secluded. I can kind of see one through those bushes right there. We see the back of one right here. Looks just like a log cabin. I would actually like to stay in one of these someday. I would like to stay over here in one of the cabins. It seems pretty cool. Like you got your own little secluded area. You got like a porch. And it seems decently big, actually. Seems like it could hold a few people in there. All right, here we are approaching the beach area. This beach is actually called Clementine's Beach. It's the Fort Wilderness Landing. So right over here at this little station, you can actually rent boats. You can take boats out onto the water. There's little boats that you can take like 2 people on, and then there's big pontoon style boats. And you can actually come out here and do some fishing, like I had mentioned earlier, out here on Bay Lake. This, like I said, is Bay Lake, so you can actually take boats from Fort Wilderness all the way to Magic Kingdom. You get your boat right over here down this walkway. You can take the boat from here all the way to Magic Kingdom, and then of course you can catch it from Magic Kingdom back. I love coming out here on Bay Lake and taking the boats out on the water. I haven't done that in a while. The boat service has been closed since COVID happened, but it should be opening up pretty soon. They're opening up slowly. And then out on the beach, there's cool things to do, like tetherball. There is some chairs that you can hang out on the sand. All right, one last thing I want to show before we leave Fort Wilderness is this walkway, this nature walkway. This little hiking trail that you can take. It's right over here. This is the settlement outpost where we saw the shop. If we just continue down this way, we're gonna go onto a little hiking trail that you can do over here. Something pretty cool. You can get a taste of natural Florida coming over here. There's some creeks, a lot of trees. There's some animals out here. There's deer all over Fort Wilderness. Alright guys, but that's going to conclude the tour here at Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. Had a great time exploring this resort. This is a very unique resort. Very interesting resort here at Disney World, but I really do like it. I like walking around here, exploring nature, just feeling like I'm in the wilderness. But if you guys enjoyed this resort tour, give this video a thumbs up down below. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what resort you want to see next time. Thank y'all very much for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.